Hello, this is our second video, and this time we will be solving equations. First, a short review. What is an expression? Expression is a math statement that includes variables, numbers, and symbols. Math symbols. So, for example, 3a plus 2 is an expression. Expressions do not have an equal sign in them. They would not be expressions anymore. They would become equations. So please remember that. This is an expression, 3a plus 2. Let's move to the next step, equation. Equation is a math sentence where two expressions are equal. Fabulous. How can we make that? For example, we take the expression we had here, 3a plus 2 equals 10. This is an equation. Solution. What is a solution? Solution is a value for a variable. And let me just remind you, variable is the letter we use. The A, for example, in this problem. So, solution is a value for a variable that makes an equation true. So, when we find an A for which this equation is true, we have found a solution. Let us continue with the notes. Use blank to solve equations. We will be using inverse operations. Inverse operations. So let us review those operations. Let us check. When we have an addition, for example, we have x plus 2. How can we undo the addition? We will use subtraction. I hope you can read it. When we have a multiplication, for example, 3x, and I hope you remember that when we write 3x, it actually means 3 times x. This is a quick reminder. You will see it over and over again. So remember, 3x or 3m, that is a multiplication. So how do we undo it? We will divide. When we have subtraction, we have b minus 4. When we have subtraction, we will undo it by adding. Addition. And when we have division, for example, j divided by 7. When we have a division, we will undo it by multiplying. Multiplication. Well, how? If we multiply this whole expression by 7, what do we get? It's basically, let me just take it step by step, basically like j over 7 times 7 over 1. You probably remember that the whole number 7 can also be expressed as 7 over 1. And now, if we have a number that repeats or that divides anything in the numerator and in denominator, we can cancel them. So we can say 7 and 7 get divided by 7 and it still stays the same. The tops stay and the ratio between top and bottom stays the same. So the answer is gonna be J, or J over 1, simplified J. So this is what we wanted. We wanted to get rid or solve a problem that includes division, and we managed. Let me clear all these notes and go to the next page, and we will try to solve a couple of problems just to get us started. Again, please remember, when we are solving, we are looking for value of that variable. So for problem A, we will be looking for x. What is the value of x that makes it true? For B, we will be looking for y. And for C, we will be looking for m. Sometimes you come across problems that say simplify. This is not the case. We are looking for solutions. So we will be looking for answer in this form. Again, in this problem, we have an addition. Look back at your notes and you will see that we undo the addition by subtracting. We subtract 7, or in other words, we will add -7, same thing. So x plus 7 minus 7 will give us x. That's exactly what we wanted. Yay! On the other side, we have -19 minus 7. So it will be -26. If you are not sure about how to add positive numbers, how to add negative numbers, and all these basics, make sure you ask me in class. We can review that. Okay, so this is the answer we got. We got the value for x, -26. If we want to check it, and when we are starting it, but it's a good idea. How do we check? We will take that value x and put it right back to the original equation, and we will check whether it's true. So we will take -26 for x plus 7. Try to figure out what is equal to, and we will compare it to the right hand side of the equation. -26 plus 7 is -19, and that's exactly what we have in the original equation. Yes! Check. Correct answer. Way to go. Okay, next problem, B. Let me take another color again so that we don't get them mixed up. Okay. We have 16y. That's a multiplication. We will undo it or solve it by dividing by that same number. We will have to divide both sides by 16. So let's see where it takes us. 16 times y divided by 16 is y. Now on the right hand side we have -12 divided by 16. Let's write it down. -12 divided by 16. This is a fraction. We can move the minus from top and to show that this is a negative fraction, and we will try to simplify that. You can see that 12 and 16 can be divided. The largest number that divides them is 4. So it's going to be 12 divided by 4 and 16 divided by 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Let me switch it back. And 16 divided by 4 is 4. -3/4. That's the answer for problem B. Let us check it again. Let's take -3/4 and plug it in into the original equation. 16 times -3/4. What do we get? Again, 16 is basically 16 over 1 times -3/4. You know, when we are multiplying two numbers, two fractions, we will multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. I'll have to write it up here. I hope that will still make sense. Okay, so it's gonna be 16 times 3 over 4. I didn't do the math yet because I want to encourage you, simplify whenever you can. It will help you not to make many mistakes. 16 and 4 both can be divided by 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So what all we have left is 4 times 3 over 1. 4 times 3 is 12 over 1. And you remember that 12 over 1 is actually 12. So let us go back and we do keep the negative sign that we had here with the answer. I forgot it, so I hope I didn't confuse you with that. You see, we have to keep track of that sign. Again, let me just highlight it everywhere. So this was our original minus. When we multiply positive and negative, it still has to stay negative. Again, positive times negative has to stay negative. And this is our answer, minus 12 over 1 or minus 12. And that is exactly what we had in our original problem. Good. So we have solved 3 problems. I would encourage you now to pause and to try to solve the following video by yourself, following problem by yourself, and then turn it on just to double check that it's correct. Okay, and I will keep solving. We have a division problem here that we need to get rid of, and we know that we undo it by multiplication. We will multiply by minus 2. Again, make sure you multiply both sides. We have m over minus 2 times minus 2. I'm taking it real little by little so that it's clear. Minus 15 times minus 2. What will be next step? You can realize that m divided by minus 2 times minus 2 over 1. We have to make sure, what do we get on the right hand side? We are multiplying two negative numbers. That will give us a positive number. 15 times 2 is 30. Okay. Now, again, we have the same number in numerator and a denominator. Minus 2 divided by minus 2. All we have here is m is 30. See, I took it step by step just to show you that we did undo the division problem by multiplying. Our answer is m is 30. Let us put it back there just to check. 30 divided by negative 2 is, how much is that? We are dividing positive by negative. We are getting negative. 30 divided by 2 is 15, minus 15. And that's exactly what we had in the original equation. So yes, we did find solution because we found an m for which this equation is true. Fabulous job. I'm looking forward to doing lots of practice on this topic in the class.